used to building a certain specific build order, then you're just kind of limited to building around that build order. And that's not a very entertaining game. You know, that's not going to provide, you know, hours of riveting entertainment. No, that's going to provide like a few minutes of riveting entertainment, and then you're going to be sitting there going, well, I just finished watching this for like 5 minutes, and now I kind of know everything there is to know about the game. What else is there to watch? You know? That's the problem with games like Forts, where basically it's just physics. If you know physics, if you're good at physics, it's not going to be very entertaining because you're good at physics and you already know all of this information. And so you're just kind of sitting there bored going, well, what else is on? You know? What else can I watch? Balloons, tower defense, battles. Like, I could play Balloons, Monkey, Battles, Tower Defense 2, or whatever it is. I could play that. But, again, that kind of suffers from the same problem, where it's got one specific set of rules, and if you don't follow those rules, then you're just going to not have a very fun gameplay experience because you're trying to play something in a way that it is not intended to be played. And that causes a lot of strife, a lot of grief. You don't want strife and grief. You want to, you know, have a bunch of friends who can play games with you. It's a much better option. Sitting here picking up all these items, and I'm talking to you people about, you know, different styles of gameplay and different methods of game development and game design, and all kinds of different things. But, you know, the primary thing that really sets everything apart from everything else is the people. It's the people every time. Okay? You might think, oh, well, yeah, I mean, the people are responsible for a lot of the different aspects of building and playing a video game, and they're responsible for all these different little things that we do in video games. But, you know, is the people really that relevant? The answer is yes. Yes, the people are really that relevant. They are that big of a role in video games that it is directly relevant to everyone's interests if the people in the video game are enjoying the video game as much as the developers are enjoying the video game. If the developers can't enjoy the video game, then what makes you think the people can? And if the people are enjoying the video game at the expense of others, then what makes you think your video game is going to last very long? Because it's at the expense of others, which means there are people who are not enjoying the video game, and they're going to tell all of their friends, hey, I don't enjoy playing that game. Don't play that game. Why? Because it's not an enjoyable game. This situation has happened repeatedly across a wide variety of video games. For example, Ebony Online. You know, the reason Ebony Online failed at one point is because they were not taking care of their community. And the reason why they were not taking care of their community is because of the way the game is built. Ebony Online is built as a kingdom builder. They want people to fight each other in order to compete for territory, in order to compete for resources, in order to compete for land, for property, for just anything that a person might need in that game. You're supposed to fight and compete for it. And that's not the way you run a game, okay? That is the way you kill a game. And that will very easily make it so that no one wants to play your game. Ebony Online was not aware of this when they first made their Kingdom Builder game, but they are now. And since then, they have come to embrace this fact. Allow me to plug in my phone, because that's me getting the notification that it's at 5%. Okay. Yeah, Ebony Online has since embraced this fact, but by now the damage is done. The relevance of, player to system is kind of gone. Because now nobody wants to play their game because, are you kidding me? It's Ebony Online. It's that kingdom builder that nobody likes because the entire community has been conditioned to be toxic. Like, everyone's supposed to be toxic in that game. And there's really no way to make that a good thing. Like, it's just not possible. That's not a good thing. And everyone realizes this. Therefore, no one wants to play it. That's why these games, very similar to Ebony Online, such as, Age of Avalon or Guns of Glory, these games do not do well because of the fact that they are inciting this mindset that causes people to just be toxic, be these vitreous, horrible little people that will stab each other in the back just because. No reason, just because. Because they want to, because they can, because they think that that's something that is a good thing. When it's not. It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing to do. I cannot stress that enough. It's a very, very unhealthy environment. And games similar to Guns of Glory, Age of Avalon, and Ebony Online, all of these Ebony clones, as I call them, need to stop. Just down with the Ebony clones. Because guess what? Ebony stopped being popular for a reason. Ebony stopped being good for a reason. And that reason is because it was creating a very toxic environment. It was creating an environment where the game itself could not flourish because all of the people in the game were conditioned to want to attack each other and stab each other in the back and hurt each other and maim each other and destroy each other's buildings and never work together. They were conditioned to never want to work together. And that is a bad thing in a video game where you're expecting the people to compete in multi-server level competitions where they're expected to have like server 128 compete against server 153, you know. That's an actual thing in that game. Guns of Glory and all these other games, that's an actual thing. They're expected to compete server versus server. Meaning, you know, yeah, your character might be doing better in this field for now, but like, what happens when that same character is put up against people from the next server over who have been eagerly anticipating the the new server getting introduced into the server versus server competition. All of a sudden, all of these people are, very, very far behind in regards to what they're able to do, what they're capable of handling. And the reason they're so far behind is because they've been conditioned to never work together. And that's a problem. That's a bad thing. Therefore, I do not condone playing games like Guns of Glory or Age of Avalon or Ebony Online, because they're just bad. They're just really bad. They're very toxic. They're very caustic. They're very unhealthy. They are probably one of the least healthy games that I have ever encountered in all of my years of gaming. I'm not saying something, because I've been gaming for at least 20 years, like since I was 10, legitimately, since I was 10. I've been just playing video game after video game after video game, just beating genre after genre after genre, and I've gone through a lot. Therefore, if I'm saying a video game is doing bad because it's toxic to its users, yeah, it's really toxic to its users. Because keep in mind, I've played all of these games. I'm speaking from firsthand experience, okay? I'm going and I'm categorizing all of these different video games, and I'm saying, hey, look, this game is bad for this game is bad for that. The reason why people never play Everquest is because Everquest takes forever. Hence, it's in the name, Everquest. You will always be on a quest to do something in Everquest. The only thing that's basic in that game is the crafting system. Okay, which, by the way, is so basic. It's literally just, okay, you have purchased this template from the store. What do you want to do? I would like to use this template to craft as many great swords as I possibly can. Well, you can just keep reusing the template, so you can just craft as many great swords as you want. Have fun. So that was it? That's the whole quest for crafting all the great swords that I want? Yep. just make sure you have the material. Where can I get the material? Well, other than buying the material over here, you can go out and kill a bunch of monsters for it. How much is the material? Extremely cheap! Well, that makes things easier. Yes, however, the game is extremely difficult. Oh my, it appears my paladin doesn't have internet at the moment. Okay, well, I shall need to deal with that when I get done recording. In the meantime, I have stone bricks to construct into a floor. And then I need to actually dig an edge out around this area so that I can actually access this area. Now I can connect up these stairs once again. Now you can kind of see what I'm getting at with, this place is going to be very spacious. Even if I lower the roof down by 2, there's still walking distance down here. With a floor, there's room for decorating the roof, because, technically this could be stairs, it could be half slabs, it could be anything really. I might convert this into half slabs, which would be interesting. Is there a stone brick half slab? I do not recall offhand if there is a stone brick half slab. Allow me to check. Stone brick. There is a stone brick half slab. Okay. So yeah, I could do stone brick half slabs down there. That would give me a decent flooring. It would be a lot less mottled, that's for sure. But the pumpkins would kind of stick out. It would stop spawning, though. It would prevent slimes from spawning in. Yeah. In the meantime, I think I will... Oh boy. I'm out of iron silk touch pickaxes. In the meantime, I think I will finish building up this kill chamber. The main thing that I need to do is, for now, I just need to, fill in the kill chamber. Maybe figure out some way to toggle the lights in the spawn chamber. That that's about it. Lots and lots of stone brick. Okay. That's actually good enough for me to go gather. Wait. No. That's a thing I forgot. Okay, well. There. Okay. Now I need to go and not go standing in the cactus. Then I just kind of make my way over here. Drop down into here. Whereupon I can very easily start just pulling all of my enemies into their doom through the use of I should probably wall this off. Through the use of water. convert some of this diorite into polished diorite. Should go decently smoothly. Okay. I now need, let's see, I need some iron because I want to make a minecart. I need more iron because I want to make a minecart with hopper. I additionally need storage chests. Let's see, iron, hopper, minecart, minecart with hopper. Then I need to stow the iron. I shall additionally stow the bucket. I want to stow the chest as well. I want minecarts. Therefore, I need to grab these rails. I additionally need a block of redstone to power the powered rails. It would seem that I need some stone bricks as well. Oh. When did I carve that hole? Okay. I guess I need a wee bit of andesite for repairs to the area around my storage. Repairs which I do not recall inflicting the damage of. But whatever. I have repaired them. Now I can put the andesite away. Go back to retrieving the stone, which I was originally setting out to retrieve here. Craft a stack of stone bricks. Now I want to go, first I want to go here, place that in. That will clean up the water, which I had unwittingly unleashed. I want to make sure that no items or enemies come flying out of this thing, no matter how full it gets. Therefore, I shall fill in the corners with solid block of some material or another. Now, I have this lovely conundrum where I want to set up a rail cart system right here. However, in order to properly propel the rail forward, I need to have, or in order to properly propel the minecart forward, I need to have blocks of redstone available for momentum. Now, I obviously want this section of rail to have some method of transport. Which basically means if I want to use this central area for hoppers, which I kind of do, then I need to have this central area not touching any blocks of redstone. I additionally need to craft more hoppers, which means I need more iron, more storage chests. And there we go. Let's just craft up that much, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves me with 30 iron ingots, 8 storage chests, and 9 blocks of iron. Then I need them all flowing into a storage chest, which means I need another 2. Okay. Now I can start placing them in so I can get some form of visualization on what I'm doing here. Okay, these would immediately want to push down. Which would allow the minecart to travel across an area of expanse similar to this one. Okay. Now, if I want all of these to push into this corner of the hoppers, then that would mean that well, it would mean that first of all, I kind of need to redo this layout just a little. starters, I would want this a little bit further apart. I don't think I have enough room to work in the standard confines here. I might have dropped the whole thing a little too low. At which point I could easily raise the entire thing up by 1, since basically I'm just pushing up magma blocks. But I want to make sure I get this right the first time. Therefore, I want to go ahead, carve all this out, plan it out, and then I'll just fill in the floor later. But for now, I want to plan it out. Okay. Now, I have a few options here. I could very easily go about this by doing, give me a moment, by doing this where I have these pointed down and they'll go into a storage chest. Now, that storage chest will then have the hoppers pulling out of it into a centralized location. And it'll then look something like that with a storage chest in the middle. However, it would probably be more likely to succeed if I push it all towards the center. The center would then contain 2 double storage chests, which would, well, probably not even 2, probably just 1. I'd probably just reclaim this and just have this. Sounds about right. It would just be a quad unloader that is basically feeding directly into a buffer. Now, that being said, that would require me raising up this entire platform of magma blocks by 1, because otherwise it's just going to be difficult. Oh boy, speaking of difficult, hi Enderman! Okay. can very easily go about making sure that this does not cause other issues. Okay. If you haven't already, this is a good time to mention to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Helps me, helps the channel, tells YouTube that this is the type of content that you do kind of enjoy watching. Tells YouTube to suggest this type of content to you and your friends, and definitely makes sharing the video with your friends a lot easier. Additionally, you can share this video with your friends. I have no idea what that ping was about, but I think that was possibly someone just pinging me. Or maybe that was my phone letting me know that storage was low. Either way, doesn't really matter. Point is, it helps if you go ahead and leave a like on the video, let YouTube know that this is the type of content that you will see more of in the future. It'll also help if you subscribe to the channel so that you get notified of all future content releases on my channel, so that way you don't miss a thing and you get to enjoy seeing all kinds of different weird constructions and builds that I am currently trying to achieve. For example, in this instance, I am making use of storage chests to merge a quad unloader into what is essentially a single double chest, a single unified double chest of storage, so that I can have a minecart just running around and basically filling in all of the materials that it needs to fill in order for the kill chamber here to work effectively. I'm just using magma blocks to kill. I'm not using a trident killer or anything like that. I'm just using a standard, regular Minecraft-based kill chamber. This works on Java. This works on, Bedrock. This works on pretty much any version of Minecraft that you would normally find yourself playing. And because this kill chamber is so effective, I wanted to make sure that I got it set up right before I went and placed the hopper minecart down. A lot of things are notifying me constantly, and I'm going to have to check on that at some point in the very near future, because I'm guessing that if I pause and check my notifications... Okay, well, I just looked it up, and apparently it's Google Play already working on installing all of its stuff. That's what's going over and over, is Google Play is auto-updating the apps, apparently. Which I didn't give it permission to do yet. I'm pretty sure I told it that I wanted to do that manual, not automatic. Although I might have done automatic. I don't remember if I did automatic or not on those. Either way, you know, it helps if you, you know, go ahead and get notified of all future updates on my channel, all future releases. I probably will be very soon going about making sure that all of my various videos are up to date and meeting my, yeah, see, that's another one of the apps, are all up to date and meeting my requirements for any templates that I'm trying to, you know, build them in or with or use with them, or basically any combination thereof. I understand that, you know, it's difficult to keep up with some of the content, and that it can be difficult to try and, you know, basically it's difficult to try and keep up with just everything that goes on in the world. If you want to get notified of my content, go ahead and hit that notification bell once you have gone ahead and subscribed. You will notice that if you watched my live stream, I think the poll automatically ended when the live stream closed, but if it didn't, you can go ahead and leave your vote on whether or not you already subscribed to my channel, or if you had, you know, just now subscribed. Either way, as long as people are seeing my content, I am glad to be producing the content to be enjoyed. I try and produce enjoyable content. I try and produce lots of content